subordinates, one of my guys that worked for me, he would call me up or pull me aside with some major problem, some issue that was going on, and he'd say, "Boss, we got this and that, and the other thing," and I'd look at him and I'd say, "Good." And finally, one day he was telling me about some issue that he was having, some problem, and he said, "I already know what you're going to say." I said, "Well, what am I going to say?" He said, "You're going to say good." He said, "That's what you always say. When something is wrong and going bad, you always just look at me and say good." And I said, "Well, yeah, when things are going bad, there's going to be some good that's going to come from it. Didn't get the new high-speed gear we wanted? Good. Didn't get promoted? Good. More time to get better. Oh, mission got canceled? Good. We can focus on another one. Didn't get funded. Didn't get the job you wanted. Got injured. Sprained my ankle. Got tapped out? Good. Got beat? Good. You learned. Unexpected problems? Good. We have the opportunity to figure out a solution. That's it. When things are going bad, don't get all bummed out, don't get startled, don't get frustrated. If you can say the word good, guess what? It means you're still alive. It means you're still breathing. And if you're still breathing, well, now you still got some fight left in you. So get up, dust off, reload, recalibrate, re-engage, and go out on the attack.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Bridge the Gap DFS YouTube channel. I wanted to show you that video. One of my good buddies, who also is an avid DFS player, sent that to me. Had an awful football weekend, one of my worst ever. And you know, when you first start playing DFS, you go on tilt. I still go on tilt. Went on tilt on Sunday. I was very childish, very mature. It's something I'm trying to get better at, but it does happen when nothing's working. You just get so frustrated. So part of the reason I created this channel is to show you guys that I don't win every day, and I have really bad days. And you know, the Twitter screenshot life is not reality. And I think that what Jocko just said is so incredibly important. That if you can see everything as a positive, being able to, hey, this didn't work out, but I'm going to learn from it. You're going to do so much good for the future of your DFS career, regardless of what your goals are. If you just want to be a beginner to an intermediate to an expert, or you want to be a pro chasing the pro dream like I am, that's incredibly valuable information and a great attitude and a great mindset. And without fail, every single time that I've had a downswing, it's led to usually the sting that I feel from a downswing fires me up to find a new angle or find something that didn't work, find a better solution. So we really have to make a concentrated effort to see everything happening to us as good. That will help you so much in your DFS journey. And it's to the point where, you know, I get upset when I lose a lot less than I normally do. But one of the things that you can do is challenge yourself. If things aren't going well, make it so that no one else knows at the end of the night if you won or lost. A lot of the times at the end of the night, my wife does not know if I won or lost, and that to me is success, because it shows that I'm handling my emotions like a professional. If you want professional results, you need to act like a professional. If you want amateur results, well, you know, you can tilt off, you can blow off big pieces of your bankroll, you can chase your losses and do all that amateur stuff, but you're not going to get better. I want to show you guys with that in mind. You know, I've had so many upswings after downswings that after my initial being upset about a downswing, I started to get excited because I know that something really good is going to happen, and that a variance downswing is going to result in a major upswing for me. But I do want to show you the reality of what bad results look like. So we'll start in NFL. NFL was absolutely atrocious. I'll go ahead and sort my top scoring lineup. And again, this is on Fantasy Cruncher. on their lineup rewind. This is a free service. If you use Fantasy Cruncher to build lineups, you can save your lineups, you can label them, and then you can go back and you can review your results. So this is my main slate set of lineups, and I ran 100 lineups on this day. It was not a good day, and it's very easy to see why. It wasn't the quarterbacks that I selected or the game stacks I was chasing. It was every piece outside of it. Robert Woods, pretty average game. Zeke busted. Gurley came through like he always does, but he was expensive. Golden Tate did nothing. Lions defense, 4 whole points. Thanks for coming out. Thielen blew up. Reed did nothing. Curse did nothing. Buccaneers got shelled. McCaffrey had an average game. So if this is your core of players, so I had 111 players, and here is basically my top 10%, my core. They all sucked. So when that happens, you're going to lose. So just a part of how it goes. There's factors outside of your control. The best thing you can do is go back and research, what was working before. Is your process flawed? Can you improve it? Or was it just one of those weeks where the process was right, you executed perfectly, but it just wasn't your day? I take a lot of satisfaction in at the end of the day of asking myself, and I'll even fill out a sheet where I grade myself and how well I executed. Did I prepare well? Did I log my results? Did I study that day? And if you're checking all those boxes and giving yourself a score of 10 out of 10 or an A+, the results are going to follow. So I really try not to get discouraged when something like this happens. It is super frustrating. Don't get me wrong. I hate it more than anything, but it is definitely the thing that forces me to get better. And if failure forces you to get better, you're going to do very, very well at DFS, because that's the only thing that has catapulted me to the level that I'm at right now. Similarly, in basketball, we'll take a look at last night's slate, and you can see it just wasn't my night. These were the players, the percentages that I used. These were who the best values were that night. The Detroit and Philadelphia game went to overtime, and Blake Griffin scored 82 points. I had no Blake Griffin, which means I'm not making any money. And then in the Sacramento-Denver game, that game was a blowout. So I was on Sacramento guys, but none that were of any value. So it was a losing night in basketball. So second worst football week of my career on Sunday, and a losing night in basketball on Tuesday night. It's just how it goes, and it's all about your mindset and how you view what happens to you and what you're going to do with it. If you can dominate that piece of your DFS game, you're going to go really far in your journey. So thanks for watching the video. If you guys have any questions, send me an email. If you have any video ideas or comments, feel free to shoot me a tweet on Twitter @SwimJG. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great day.